Hello, welcome. Being delusional. Being delusional. Normally, I was not supposed to make this video now. I had no program. Like, I'm just coming back now. It's 10 p.m. I'm just coming back like from where I went for my student job, and it was 10 p.m. and I'm coming back. I just entered home. I was trying like to arrange things, and I was listening to like a podcast and everything, and I got a word from that podcast. Being delusional is something I've always been getting, but I've never like paid a lot of attention. Like, you know what I'm trying to do, and I'm trying like to build myself. I'm trying like to create a system that works for me better in this journey, and so on. So everything I get, I try like to search and so on. So I came back, I made like a program for my objectives of this week, like the morning routine and everything, all the things I'll be doing. But that word was still going in my mind, and I just decided to type out the word and look at what it meant, like being delusional of men. And they said something like, it's believing in yourself so strongly that other people think you are unrealistic. It's having big dreams and goals that does not match your current reality yet. It's choosing faith over fear even when you have no evidence it will work. And the fourth one says, it's not about ignoring your reality. It's about creating new reality by acting like this, like it's already possible. I went through this definition and I was like, it seems the word is meant was created for me. Like, it seemed the word were just meant like to describe what I'm going through now and so on, because when I started this journey, I never knew things were just going to be hard like the way they are. I thought since you're trying to become better, that was my native mind way of thinking, like you're trying to become better, the world is just going to open the doors, like everything are going to move on smoothly, you're going to have your this, you're going to always feel as to do it. And if you're in that journey, you can relate. When you're starting anything, I don't know, in studies or in business or in everything, at the start of it, you are at the peak of your motivation. Like there is less results, but you are at the peak of your motivation at that point, so you don't feel the stress and everything. You feel more confident and good. But as you move on, like you move away from your starting point, now your motivation starts to fall. And the motivation also falls because you have no result to show. You have a lot of things to do and no result to show. And at that time also, most people who were there at the beginning, that is where you need them most, but they are not going to be there, and they are not there actually. And you're just looking at yourself at the mirror every morning and you're saying like, why did I even started this thing? Like, is it even important for me to keep going? Like, won't it be better for me to stop? And that's when you start thinking about like when you started it, why you started at the first place. Like I made a post last time, like when you ever think about quitting because things are not easy, just know you started because things were not easy. So you never started the journey because things were good, but you started because things were not easy. So quitting is not a solution, because quitting or doing the things will not, if you quit, the things are not going to change. But if you keep doing the things, there's a chance for it to change. And if you're doing that thing, the only thing you need to have at that moment when you are at the the lowest point of your motivation and your strength and everything, you just need to keep saying to yourself, like believing in yourself so strongly that other people think you are unrealistic. That is being delusional. Just keep saying to yourself, it's possible, like even when they don't see it. And I think if you have that mindset of always saying to yourself, like, if I keep doing this thing, I can win. If I keep doing this thing, I can win. Then you will keep going even when you don't see the result. Because most people keep on doing it when they see the result. But in anything you're doing, like especially if you are in this journey, if you're trying to create something, if you're trying to bring an impact, you will need to do the thing so many times when you see no result. Like I've been getting people talking about this thing, but it's easy when you just watch videos and you get what people are saying, like bad days are going to come, you will need to believe when no one is believing. It's easy, but when then you start doing something, that's when you say, yeah, I now understand what you are going through. And now understand what you're going through, because it's not going to be easy. The world won't just open the door for you because you're trying to get better. It's just I'm reminding myself about the things. Like I was not programmed to film this video, but each time I turn on my camera, like it boosts my mindset, like it boosts my motivation and my spirit and everything. It makes me more energetic. I did not program the video. I just saw the word and I said, let me talk something about this word. Like it's so important to be delusional in the journey. And being delusional also means like it's having big dreams and goals that don't match your current reality yet. Having big dreams and goals that don't match your current reality. You always say like, yeah, it's good to dream, it's good to have big goals. But if you have those big goals and you start working on them, you need to keep the mindset like it's positive, it's possible, because you're going to fail so many times when you are in that journey trying to create something for your goals. Like you're trying to build the systems, you're going to start something and you end up like just for a couple of months I've started so many things so many times and starting. At one point in time I thought like I was failing, I was not doing it well, because for me, I thought they were just going to be moving on correctly. But luckily enough for me, I have some good friends, some great guys who are in the journey too, and we share our losses and everything. And most of the time they tell me like, yeah, that's how it's been, that's how I started. Most of them are advanced, so they tell me like that's how it's going to be, and I feel like motivated also, knowing I'm not alone in that journey. You're going to try the system this week and next week the systems won't work. You have to try another system. You need to try and try and try to keep on trying so you find out what works for you best. Yeah, I'm just saying that to myself, like I need to keep on trying the system. Like this week, if I just show you like my board of action, the goals I set for this week and so on, like the hours I shared and how I'm going to partition my time, it's different from what I did last week. Like I'm still trying to find the system that works best for me, because each week is different. So that's how the journey is, and whenever that period of time is happening, we just need to keep in mind that, yeah, I started this thing because things were not moving on well, and just keep in mind, be delusional. Just keep believing. Don't expect everyone to believe. Don't expect everyone to believe. Most people would believe at the beginning, but like if I just look about like the first things I did when I started this journey, like my first post, like I had 100 views on YouTube, for example, and then the second post, like I had like 50 and so on, and now I'm going like 50, 69. It goes up and comes down. Like you see, at the first video, so many people were there uploading and so many comments like we love this and so on, but after a moment all those people disappear, and now you just need to keep believing and know why you started at the first point, why you started, and just need to still keep on with the journey and being delusional. So that's just a new word I heard about today, and I just thought about sharing it with you and so on. That is it. That is the journey. It's just being pure from the few words we get and so on. Not trying to be so creative, but let it pure and realistic and authentic as much as possible. And it's not about ignoring your reality. Your reality is your reality. You can't ignore. But it's about creating a new reality by acting like it's already possible. Like just say, look at yourself like you already achieved the goals, and just forget about all the things you're going through now, and just put in mind, just have that image, that picture, like when you go to bed after so many hours of work, like Just look at yourself and say, wow, how am I going to look like when after I finally have this number of posts, when I finally have this number of followers, when I finally have this number of viewers and so on. What is that going to do for you? What is that going to be in you? How is that going to change your life? That's like what you need to do now when the journey becomes harder. You need to just change your interpretation about the journey and so on. If you're creating a business, if you're starting a business, or if you're starting studies and everything, you just need to have like that image that paints it in your mind. Like, I have so many images in my room. If I just show you, you'll see, like, I'm just trying like to make this thing as real as possible for myself. So because if I can see it, then I can know it's, I will attain that. Yeah, that's just being it. So I just thought about the word today, and it's a good word. I would like you go check the word out and see what it speaks for you, if it makes you motivated and so on to stay with the journey. Like, let's just say to ourselves, it's not going to be easy, but if we don't quit, where are we going to be in 10 years, 20 years from now? And we have just one life. So better you choose what you want to do and you spend all your time there than just loitering around, consuming stuffs and so on. We have just one life. So I won't be so long. The video was not programmed, so I will just stop there for today and meet tomorrow for another video. It's your guy Standlywhypower. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And if you don't mind, just press the subscription button. Tell me what you think about this word being delusional and so on. And if you are in the journey, just tell me like how your own journey looks like. Maybe I can have stuff to learn from you and so on. But let's grow together. Let's see where we're going to be like in 10 years, 20 years, 5 years if we don't quit. If we keep showing up every day, even during the dark moments. Thank you. Let's go.